Tyffanee just embodies what it means to actually really practice and really throw yourself into something. And there was a moment of recognition when I looked at her, and I think it was just that moment of, there's an answer. There's something that I can do about it. So how is she doing now? You probably want to know, right? How is she doing now? Well, let's get Tyffanee to come up and talk to you. She's traveled 2 hours to get here today.
I started having sensitivity to chemicals, I guess, when I hit high school, grade 8. And at first it was okay. It wasn't too bad, and it progressed over the years. It got to the point where I had to have my EpiPen with me everywhere. No matter where I went, I had to have it with me. And I used it so much that eventually it didn't work as well. So I had to get an EpiPen with 2 shots in it, because 1 wasn't enough. My body was just building up immune to the antibodies in it, I guess. And I literally felt and looked like I was dying. My life was so secluded all through high school. I couldn't go anywhere or do anything. My friends invited me out to dinner, or to parties, or boys tried to take me to the movies, and I couldn't go. It was detrimental to my health to even consider going out in public. School was hard enough. School sucked. I know kid likes school, but school was really hard for me. I remember me and my boyfriend would literally cry in the morning before I would have to go to school, because it meant that you're going to be in a public place. Public place means lots of people, which means the potential of me not coming home. And it was that real for me. It was hard. When I heard about this program, I laughed. I thought it was another con artist trying to get in our pockets. Sorry, I figured that if doctors can't do it, if naturopaths can't do it, physiotherapy, acupuncture, if none of that can help me, how can this woman? But she did. This program changed my life completely. When I left, I didn't even know what to do with myself. What does a normal 18-year-old girl do? Like, I've had this problem since I hit high school, so I don't even know what normal teenager is. But I was gonna find out. I went to movies, I went to dinner, I took up gardening. I'm not really big on gardening with the dirt and bugs. It was kind of weird for me, but the flowers was really cool to actually be able to smell the flowers and touch the flowers and have no reaction at all. I could wear makeup again. I can wear makeup. That is awesome for a teenage girl to be able to wear makeup. I can use shampoos that I don't have to smell every bottle to find out which ones are going to kill me or not. I can go to the store and buy a normal bar of soap. I can be normal. This saved my life. You know, getting news like you may not live to see your 30th birthday when you're 16 years old is tough. You know? I mean, I don't like doctors. I don't believe anything that they say. But news like that is hard, right? And to find out that, you know, there's nothing anybody can do for you, I was pretty well giving up hope. I didn't want to take this program. I didn't want to be disappointed again. But my mom said if I would just shut up and humor her and take the program, if it didn't work, she'd leave me alone and she'd let me die in peace. And it worked. And I was so glad that I listened to my mom, because I don't know where I'd be right now if it wasn't for her getting me to do this. At first, everything was exciting. You know, you walk by a body lotion shop and you're excited because you can smell it, but you're not dying. That's good, right? You're happy. And then after a while, you don't really notice as much. You know, you don't really know that you just smelled something and didn't react to it. You you don't think about it. It just becomes normal. Just one of those day-to-day things in life that you can, at the end of the day, you can smile about it and say, hey, that was a good day. But you don't really point out all the little things that could have happened that didn't, because they just don't happen. And I think that's the most satisfying part of it all. So at first it was like I'd congratulate myself for everything. Like, yeah, I walked by that scent shop, or yeah, I got a bouquet of flowers and it smelled good. I was happy about everything. Now I'm just happy in general. Everything's just okay. Practice a lot. I practice every day, all day. I practice out loud, I'd practice in my head, I'd practice in lying down in bed, I'd practice. I practiced as much as I could because I figured if one class could show even the slightest change, and if I practiced a lot, I would be good for the rest of my life. I actually had this weird complex that I could over practice, and then maybe I didn't have to practice for a while. That didn't really work. I figured if I practiced a lot for like 2 weeks, then I could not practice for a couple days and I'd be okay. That doesn't work. You gotta practice every day. And it's demanding. It is. It's one of those discipline things. You really have to want it. And I wanted it so bad. I didn't just want it, I needed it. I needed to get better. Because I couldn't do it anymore. I gave up. And Annie gave me a reason to want to fight again. There's been a lot of changes that I've made over the last 5 months. I can go to the movies, I can go for dinner, I can go shopping, I can go out to parties, I can go out with friends, I can do lots of things now that I couldn't before. Now, I guess I'm normal. I don't really think about what it was like to be sick. I forget I was sick sometimes, which is really good. It's amazing, actually. The possibilities for my future are endless now. I was pretty heart set on business management, but now I don't know what I want to do because there's so much I can do, I guess. Definitely going to go to college. I still think I'm going to take business management just because it's a good thing to have, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself yet. Everything that I can, I guess. I was really committed to my practice. I knew that if I wasn't committed to my practice, then it was never going to work. I knew that I had to give it 100% if I was going to make anything of it, if I was going to get any better. And I'm so glad that I did. I guess if I had any advice for anybody out there who's struggling, I would say that this program really does work. It's a lot of hard work, but it all boils down to your brain function and changing the way your brain processes things.